please excuse my English, but I'm going to blah blah about dates in a park. What can go wrong? Except you might meet the weirdo on your way. Or maybe you are the weirdo. Or your date is a weirdo. So many possibilities. The idea of the first day in a park is great and terrifying at the same time. What is great about it? Well, it's free, so you can avoid the cringy silence when the waiter comes with the bill in a restaurant. It can be romantic, especially in the parks with the beautiful views. And there is lots of things you can talk about it while you're walking. And you can easily disappear when a date is not good. What is then terrifying about it? Oh man, I won't open my book of terrifying things. That's why you should follow the safety rules always. 3 safety rules about dating in a park. Rule number 1. Always in the daylight. So if someone proposes you a romantic walk in the dark in the middle of the night, think about the vibe of a stranger offering you to see little kittens in the basement. Exactly the same vibe. Rule number 2. Always on popular tracks with some people around. This might not sound too intimate, especially when you're going to talk about the kinky fantasies on a first date, but there is a big chance that in case of emergency, someone will react where you shout for help. Rule number 3. Always, always, always. Tell someone, your friend, where are you going, with who, and when she should expect you to be back. Telling friends as a safety rule where you're going, what you'll be doing, and you're back, it's a golden rule on the first dates. But please don't forget to tell them also that you are back before they call police, firefighters, or what worse, your mother. So these are 3 golden rules about dating in a park. But how about the weirdos? We forgot about the weirdos, and this is what about it. It's weirdos in a park. So who can be the weirdo in a park? Turning out, it can be either you or your date, or maybe complete stranger. Let me paint you a picture of my date in a park where we meet the weirdo. This date was in one of the parks in Warsaw, very close to the city center, so pretty civilized park in terms of facility, plenty dog walkers, runners, and in the bright afternoon in the summer. Totally safe, nothing special. Me and my date went for a walk, and after couple rounds, we decided to sit down. We got a little bit tired, so we found the nearest bench opposite very tiny hillock in the landscape, on the top of which was a kind of small building looking like a tower. That was pretty decorative, but its function, it was to collect the water. So this hillock with the tower on the top could be easily walk around on a path, just you can actually walk around it if you like it. So we sat down on a bench and we start chatting, watching people walking around with the dogs, running, all those kind of things. And then he showed up. He was wearing a black long coat. Remember, this was middle of the summer. Maybe he was cold, you might think. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. And then he started walking around this hillock, one round after the other one, over and over again. And this itself might not be the weirdest, but every time he was passing us, sitting on the bench, he was pulling out, like from nowhere, from underneath his coat, a red bell pepper and started eating it like this was an apple. And this was happening every time he was passing us. Every circle, every round, new red bell pepper appeared from underneath his coat. You can imagine what a mindfuck he served us on a first date. I've counted 5 bell peppers before we had to rock off. And we've never ever speak after that. That was way too weird. And this relationship didn't develop any further. Was it because of the date or because the guy weirdo with the red bell peppers? Tell me what you think. What if on a park date you are the weirdo and it's just because you forgot about your severe allergic reaction to the pollen? My friend turned to be weirdo like that. He took his date to a beautiful and romantic picnic date in a park, and he forgotten that summer is the highest season for grass pollen in the air, and he forgotten that he was allergic. So he picked a very romantic spot far away from dog walkers, somewhere around very tall grasses to provide some privacy. His secret picnic spot weren't that secret anymore when he started sneezing like hell. Red rash and swollen eyes joined this hilarious party almost immediately. The date ended in a drugstore, but funny enough, they were a happy couple for several years before they broke up, so maybe traumatic feelings just connect people. I think there was no more picnic dates for them. Not in a park. Not in a summer. Not with the highest pollen in the air. Okay, but the weirdo can be also your date. And this one is, oh my god, it's a rocket. So another weirdo is joining the team, the party, the date in the park. So another of my friends invited his date for a walk in a park. A very safety date. Decent daylight again, summertime, and he just met her on one of the dating portals. They click on very, very fast. So naturally, the next step was date like face to face, just to see who he's dealing with and if it's still clicking, like was clicking online. So we know how stressful chatting to someone online can be and then meeting someone face to face. So he chose, as mentioned, the least pressurizing option, like a walk in a park. So remember, daylight, summertime, plenty of people around. Very, very safe. There's nothing suspicious. Big park, again, in a Warsaw city center almost. But she, the date, took extra steps to make this extremely safe. Because, and now please hold your chairs, she came on this date with her ex-boyfriend. And as you can imagine, the conversation didn't fly like it was when they were chatting online. Not because there was nothing to talk about, but having two steps behind your date, her ex-boyfriend, is somehow weird. I think we can all guess that there was no second date. So, is the date in a park a good idea? I would say yes, despite of the weirdo alarm. Because you don't have to commit to anything special and you can evacuate always when things are not going well. But remember to be safe, and I don't mean by bringing your ex-boyfriend with you. So thank you for listening, and please excuse my English. I'm still learning and working on it. Please take care. Until next time. And don't be a weirdo in a park.